Hey everybody, Coach BK here. So a lot of us struggle with a pain, a specific pain, either like right here. So you have your hip crest, you know, the lower lumbar hip crest. So a pain right here. And then sometimes we're talking about IT band or sciatica, and so a tight piriformis here, but you have a nerve that runs down through here, and if you can get some pain and discomfort here. This ball is super awesome for addressing this stuff. So you can Amazon this or come into the store and pick this up. This is a $25 investment of goodness. It travels well, and so it's foam rolling, but a little bit smarter. And what I like about this ball, and I'll show you here, is foam rolling is on the ground. And sometimes that can be hard on the shoulders to hold yourself up. The fascia is tougher tissue, so you need to stay there longer. If you're on the ground and it hurts too bad or your shoulder's starting to hurt, that's when the foam rolling on the ground kind of gets in the way. And another thing about this ball is that it's round, so it gets into places. Like you have 5 rotators here. There's a lot of stuff going on in this area, or separate parts of the hamstring that the foam roller's not going to get to because it's flat. And this is where the ball kind of comes in. With the wall, we can lay into it and be a little bit kinder with ourselves and find space that we can stay there longer instead of it just being really hard. But so I'll show you a couple of different versions. The first thing that we're going to do is you can use this, like you have your trochanter here, the thing that you hit on the counter all the time, and you have your hip crest. And so you get a lot of tightness in through here and all through here and kind of up in the back. And this ball can address all of that. So I start off here, and so you can go across muscles, and then you can find where it's particularly sticky. And so I'm really putting a lot of my weight into it, but it's not incredibly intense. And then you slow down, and you're like, oh, that's sore. So you go back over it a little bit. And then just that sheer, so if you notice, back up a little bit. So if I find a muscle right here, and then kind of anchor yourself, you can turn this leg on, and you can move the leg, so like right there, that movement out. And that helps you do a little bit more smarter, supercharged stretching. And see, I'm still staying here. And you can go like this. And you're kind of doing your own like really specific trigger point massage or ART, and just go like that. So that's how you can address some tightness here, and you can roll right here, and you totally put all your weight into it. And roll kind of right like that. And if you stay there for a minute or two, the fascia gets a chance to stretch out. You can roll up here on your back. And again, it's not on the floor weight bearing, so it's not so intense. You can roll all the way up on your shoulder. That feels really good. And again, have it be active movement. So you find that spot, and then you roll over it. So that's against the wall. I do want to show you, for folks that are ready for a little more intense, there's a couple of tricks to do, and I'll do the other hip when you're on the floor. So down here, find that same spot, and so you're like, you kind of just go like, oh, namaste. And then if you're working on like piriformis is right there, okay? And this is fine, and then you turn this leg on. So she zooms out, and if you go, holy smacks, you'll get the different rotators by moving the leg in its functional movements. The other thing that you can do, that's awesome, is so I'm flexing my toe back and rolling on that. And if you can find a place to stay and keep breathing, and then you can find all those hip parts. Okay, that's enough of that. So see the difference between on the floor, it's a lot more weight, and not. So that's how you would kind of stretch out all of that stuff in a pinpointed fashion. And if you get the fascia to stretch, you have a better chance of resetting all the areas. So, massage foam roll ball, it's definitely worth it.